Well, good morning, a pleasant good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to the many SOS family listeners and viewers all around the world. Welcome to Strictly Business. I'm your host for today, Mr. Bryan Barry, a young St. Martiner, filling in for Mr. Julian Rollocks today. Let me first start by thanking SOS Radio for allowing me to be here today, and also give a big thanks and shout out to Mr. Julian Rollocks for trusting me with his program. Thank you, thank you, thank you very much. Call up a friend and tell them Strictly Business is on right now on SOS Radio 95.9. Now today is a very special day. Why is that? It's Mother's Day on the friend side, so happy Mother's Day to all the beautiful and lovely moms out there taking care of your families, doing what you have to do. Wish you all a blessed and wonderful Sunday day, evening, and just enjoy yourselves. Treat yourselves to the fullest. I hope your husbands, your kids just make you feel like the queen that you are. Especially my mother in French Quarter, Angelica Barry. I love you so much, mommy. And my great-grandmother, Henrietta Barry. I know she's home right now and she's tuning in. Mom, love you so much. You are my everything. Love you both. Now, the program today is brought to you by our many great sponsors that we have. First, we have Easy Laundry and Dry Cleaning in Dutch Quarter, where you can get your clothes sparkling clean and washed by the professionals. They also do pickups and drop off for your convenience, so that's excellent. You can call them, contact them at 1-721-580-7061. That's Easy Laundry, 1-721-580-7061. Also, our good friends at St. Martin Harbor Holding Company. You gotta go and check out the Walter Plant Square, a great place to have lunch, have a drink, and hang with friends and have a wonderful time during the day or even in the evening time. Also, we'd like to thank our another great sponsor, GEBE, our water and electricity company. GB, we thank you very, very much for your kind help and support. Also, we have the many Tiki Huts. Mr. Julian Rollocks, the businessman that he is, always on another venture. Let's start by thanking Irie Caribbean Tiki Hut in Cold Bay, just across the movies. They have a delicious daily lunch special for only $7 a day. Can you imagine that? And the variety of healthy juices and drinks that you can get there. So go on over and see what they have. They also do delivery, ladies and gentlemen. So you can also give them a call at 1-721-522-6938. That is Irie Caribbean Tiki Hut. 1-721-522-6938. Also, we have Jerky's Tiki Hut on Illage Road, right by the Aki Supermarket. And also you have another one across by Plaza Casino. So where you can get some delicious jerk chicken. We barbecue with jerk chicken. We like our ribs. I lay Johnny cake on the side. Oh my gosh, I get hungry just thinking about it. Now also you can get your healthy coconut water. What they say is good for your daughter, but trust me, it's good for the entire family. You can get that in Cold Bay, and also you can get that by Aki Supermarket on the Illage Road. Also, we have another amazing sponsor, La Dolce Vita Italian Restaurant in Port de Plaisance, Princess Casino. You can go there for a great Italian food and a nice, wonderful dining experience. You can contact them at 1-721-544-4311. That is La Dolce Vita Italian Restaurant in Port de Plaisance, Princess Casino, 1-721-544-4311. All right, thank you so much for our many sponsors. Now, today's program is going to be a little extra from what we just dived into last week when I was a special guest here with Mr. Julian Rollocks. But first, we're going to get into my background as an entrepreneur, how I got started, and what I do for a living currently as well. So presently, I work for Extreme Communications, and Extreme Communications, we are the authorized distributor of UTS and Chippy top-up on St. Martin, Sabre, and Stacia. And that job keeps me very busy all day on the road. Now, I also own and run the Video Block DVD store in French Quarter, where you can get the latest movies on DVD or on USB or on portable hard drive, for a great, great, great price. The opening hours at the Video Block in French Quarter is Monday to Saturday from 5:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. And you could always call me there at the store once I'm open, 590-873325. That is 590-873325. And let me just tell you, my motto at the Video Block is anytime you think movies, think Video Block. That is right. Anytime you think movies, think Video Block. And I will greet you with a smile. All right, let's move on. I'm also the proud owner of my own online designer mall with Global Wealth Trade Corporation. I've been doing this now since April 15, 2010. This is an amazing, amazing company. We even have our local independent office here on St. Martin. Is located at the Yogesh Commercial Complex on the second floor inside the regional center. For those of you that don't know where the Yogesh Complex is, it's on the Bush Road right across from the Grand Marché. You can't miss it. A big creamish brownish building. You come up there on the second floor. We are open from 10 a.m. to about 7 p.m. All right? And also now, I have my own personal website. That is my business, my own virtual designer mall. My website, you can get a pen, you can write it down right now. It's www.gwtcorp.com/DOUBLEBEE. So that's B2BB. That's www.gwtcorp.com/DOUBLEBEE. Now, for those viewers that are watching online, I'm going to just put it up for you quickly. This is my website, business website. Now, it's an amazing website. Why is that? We carry 3 amazing brands. We have Posh. Posh is our fashion line. We have Fairy, which is our luxury line. And we have Fairy Mosh, which is our ultra luxury line. We have something for everyone on my website at Global Wealth Trade. You can find handbags, you can find wallets, you can find shoes, belts. Shees is our sunshades. You can find opticals, which is our glasses. You can find timepieces, which is our amazing watches that we have. The camera can see right here, beautiful. I've had this watch here since 2012. 4 years old, and it's still gorgeous. And guess what? This one here doesn't even scratch. It's amazing. Now also, what do we have? We have Palladium. Palladium is $9.50 sterling silver. That's incredible. You won't find that here in any jewelry store. $9.50 silver. Also, we have the regular sterling silver, and we have many accessories. We have iPhone cases, iPad cases. We have everything. And each year, we come up with new and amazing products. This company has been around since 2005, started in St. Martin in 2009. We're in like 27 different Caribbean islands as we speak. And this year in October, we're going to have a big Caribbean Explosion Conference. We haven't decided which island as yet, because it all depends on the performance of the island. So if St. Martin gets on board with me and everybody starts making money, we can actually have the company and the corporate team come and visit us here. And all the other people from all around the islands are going to come here in St. Martin as well if we become the #1 Caribbean island in this entire company. And right now we're in 27 different Caribbean islands as we speak. Okay, so that's Global Wealth Trade, an amazing, amazing opportunity. Let's move on. I just recently added this to my resume, you must say. I'm also a motivational speaker. Any event that you have, whether you want me to speak to the kids at school, the community center, the library, any event that you may have, you can call me up. My number is 1721-553-0071. That's my cellular number, 1721-553-0071. Now, here is how interesting it is for you. You can call me up free of charge, right? What I will do, if you want any speaking event, I don't charge you. So I will speak at your event right now, you know, until further notice. It's all free of charge. So if you want some kids, you want me to motivate them, you want some young people to put them on the right track, any event, any topic, I just need to know in advance. And I'll come there and I will motivate your workers on the job, wherever, because this is the lifestyle that I live, to motivate and help people all around the world. Now, let's just dive in a bit to how it all got started with Mr. Bryan Barry, a young gentleman here on the lovely, beautiful island of St. Martin. Now, growing up in St. Martin, in 1992, I was 12 years old at that time. And I attended the Orania Primary School on the Front Street, where it still is right now, at the tender age of 12. Now, at that age, I wanted to have my own money already at 12 years old. So after school on Fridays and on weekends, I would go and pack grocery bags at Afu Supermarket, still located in town. And trust me, I made a lot of money doing that. And started what? Saving as much as possible. You know, with the tips and everything, people back then, they were paying, you give them a good job, you were getting tips, and that would save my money. So at that age, at 12. Now, when the other kids in school were wearing the latest brands like Nike, Reebok, Adidas, Air Jordans, guess what Mr. Bryan Barry was wearing? I was wearing British Knights. I don't remember if you all know that. You know, people back in the day who's my age right now, 30, 35, you know British Knights. I had a nice pair, black and white, man. I was keep them nice and clean. And for me, they were fresh. Didn't matter what the brand was. I even used to wear a brand named Pony. Imagine that, a shoe named Pony. They could laugh, they could say what they want, you know, but I know I'm just saving my money. Now, also, anytime when my father, Mr. Ulrich Barry, Bus 32, that's my dad, Mr. Barry, anytime he would give me 4 quarters, my grandmother would immediately say, listen here, Brian, save 2 and spend 2. You hear? She didn't say spend 2 and save 2. No, she said first save 2 and spend 2. So I had to do that, listen to my grandmother. Very important. So I got that instilled in me at the age of 12. Now let's fast forward 1994. When I graduated and I attended the Milton Peters College. And of course, you know, I was always in my books and whatnot. I went to the Marvel. The Marvel level was pretty good back then. And that I did in 1994, 1995. Now, 1995 is a very touchy year in St. Martin because what happened then? We had a big hurricane, Hurricane Lewis, hit in September 5th, I believe, yes. And most of the school, most of MPC was destroyed. So my mom and dad didn't want to see me just home, lurking around, doing nothing, because school was closed for a while. So what they decided to do is send me to Aruba. Now, Aruba became my second home. In 1996, I did 1996, 1997. I went to the John Wesley College in Aruba. Now, those were some of the best moments, best times of my life. Why is that? Because I have a younger brother that is still living in Aruba. Bryan Barry, if you're listening right now, that's my younger brother in Aruba. He's there with his wife. I love you to billions, my brother. And we had the most amazing, fantastic times back then. I have aunts and uncles and cousins still in Aruba, and also my mom and dad were from Aruba. So it was like a second home to me, and I love that. But of course, you know, there's no place like home. St. Martin is my home. So in 1998, when I graduated the Marvel in Aruba, I decided, listen, I got to go back home and I got things to do. But I was 18 at the time, 17, 18, so I had to go back to school. And of course, I had really good grades. So I went back to Milton Peters College, and I attended the Havel, which is a level higher than the Marvel, right? So I did that in 1998. Now, while going to school at MPC Havel level, doing great in school. But again, I felt I needed to make my own money. This is stuff that they wasn't teaching me in school, you know, just study about this, study about that, stuff that I felt at that age, I ain't gonna use that, I ain't gonna do that, I want to be a businessman, right? But I had to get my education. So what I did, I got, while going to school, I got a part-time job at $1.50 video store in French Quarter. Now the owner was Mr. Calvin Brown, a very cool guy who didn't play when it comes to business. All right, he actually is the one who opened the door for me on how to be a successful businessman. He gave me an opportunity to work at the store. He became my boss, my mentor, a big brother to me, and a good friend of the family. So I would always look up to him for advice in many different things. Even presently, as we speak, working for Extreme Communication, guess who's my boss? Calvin Brown. That's my boss right now, working for Extreme Communication. So I would like to thank him now publicly, you know, for taking me under his wings and just making me into the businessman that I am today. So Big C, I know you're out there right now. He's up in the US. Calvin, I thank you for everything, my brother. Much appreciated. Because your knowledge set me to want to mimic what you're doing. You know, I wasn't in the same field that you were doing right now, but I was always mimicking your ethics of doing business. And you were always pleased to just give me advice. So my brother, I thank you so much, Mr. Calvin Brown. Also now, I was very dedicated, this is important, I was very dedicated and loyal, a very hard worker with my part-time job while still going to high school. So at the time, I worked hard and I multitasked. Because what I would have to do, I would open the shop right after school, and there I would also do all my homework, all my studying, while still being able to take good care of my customers, because I didn't want any complaints go back to Calvin. You know, he said, Brian, listen, you open the store, here's the keys, I don't have to come, you just do what you have to do. So I took care of my customers, they kept coming back, and back then, of course, it was video cassettes. You know, we didn't have no DVDs back then, it was video cassettes. So I worked and saved up as much money as possible. That's another key. I worked, I went to school, I was constantly saving my money as much as possible. And in 3 years' time, while working at $1.50 store, I got the opportunity from Calvin to actually purchase the video store from Mr. Brown. That is how I got the store. I saved up my money, and he told me, listen, if you want to buy this, you know, this is the price. Can you come up with this? I said, of course, whatever the criteria is, listen here, I can do this. So I purchased the store, and I changed the name to the current name right now, The Video Block, you know, and I did that. So I graduated high school at MPC Havo. That was in 2000. And I was the proud owner, not just the proud person, you graduate school, all right, let me go get a job. You know, I was the proud owner already of my very own business opportunity. You know, while others were looking to go away for school, further their education, I was like, okay, I got all the education I need. What more? In the real world, you need to make money, have knowledge and make money. So I didn't want to go to Holland, I didn't want to go to the United States. I would go there on vacation. But to go there for school, man, Aruba was already good enough for me. I stayed at home and I made it work up to this day. Now, here's how the story gets interesting. My father, who I love dearly, also my godfather, who is now working with me in Extreme Communication, Mr. Vincent Hunt, who I love dearly. Both gentlemen I looked up to, and my father didn't agree with me making that risky investment. You know, because video cassettes were slowly going out of style and everyone was getting cable TV or satellite at home. So he was saying, listen, why are you going into that business and it's going to be closing down pretty soon? Nobody watching cassettes anymore, and so they were telling me. But to my advantage and my knowledge, I was saying, you all don't know, but DVD players were just released in July 2000. DVDs, that was my breakthrough right there. So for me, these are very important points and keys that you should know. I had the right mindset at 18, 19. I knew the market and what I needed to do. people like to be entertained. So I knew that was good. I had ambition, very important. I was always a leader and not a follower. Even in school, I was always leading. I was going my own way, doing what I have to do, go home when I have to go home. Not just hanging around on the bus stop, you know, lurking around, school is finished. And, you know, my father was a bus driver and still is today. So I would just wait. I would patiently just sit at the bus stop and wait. Even when I used to work packing bags, I wouldn't spend money to catch a bus to go French Quarter. I would wait to see my dad or my godfather, who was running bus at that time. I don't care how long it took. Until I saw them, then I was going, because I was saving my money. And of course, I had discipline. Very important, people. I had discipline. I knew how to save money. It wasn't no big deal for me. And of course, having my grandmother to teach me, I just had to do it. And an important point as well is self-management. I was managing myself. I didn't need anybody to tell me to do this and tell me to do that. In life, when people try to train you and teach you certain things, they only have to tell you once or twice. Why your mom have to keep correcting you 4, 5, 6, 7 times? No. Listen and do so you can please her. When I see a pleased face, I'm happy. When I see my father happy, I'm happy. I'm one that I can't remember really getting licks and blows for certain things. I'm not saying I was perfect, but if I misbehave, I would, why did they say this and say that? And I would change it immediately. So I knew how to manage myself and my money. And the very most important part of this whole story here, ladies and gentlemen, I believed in myself. I believed I would succeed, right? No matter what anybody said. So now, mark down this point. It could be your father, it could be your brother, your mother, your sister, your uncle, whoever is close to you. Never let people's opinion of what will work and what won't work for you stop you from following your dreams. You have a dream, you have a passion to follow something, go out there and do it. All right? Everybody fails at times, but the person who fails is the person who was trying. That's important. Now, another important point is the mindset. You have to have a mindset to be successful. You have to be very hungry. You have to be hungry to make a difference and strive for excellence in whatever your job may be. You work your best, or whatever your business may be. You work your best and you give it an A effort at all times, right? You have to work hard. It's not easy. You have to work hard, be disciplined on your job as well. But you even have to work harder on yourself. So you work hard on your job, but you work harder on yourself. What do I mean working harder on yourself? Read personal development books, uplift your mind, watch and listen to motivational CDs, videos, cassettes, whatever it may be. You need to be working harder on yourself. Wherever you are right now and you know that's not where you want to stay, if you're not working hard on yourself, then you're going to be forever spinning in a circle. So it's very important to educate your mind, uplift yourself, surround yourself with the right type of people. It's okay to get certain people out of your life if they're not a benefit for you. Nobody's in your life forever. Now, important number again, another point. What is the one of the key things to know about earning money? Earning money. Right now we're in St. Martin and it's unbalanced. Everybody wants to earn money, but how do you earn money? People look to the government, they complain, they say all kinds of things. Get your pen out right now. Get a piece of paper. The most important thing about earning money, for me, again, this is my opinion, is that you have to know profits are better than wages. Write that down. Profits are better than wages. Now, what am I talking about, profits and wages? Wage. There's always a system. Everything we do, there's a system. Now, wages is the wage system. What that is a J-O-B. J-O-B-S. Jobs. 1 minute. So that is jobs. So very important. You either work for yourself for a wage, or you have a business opportunity and you work for a profit, ladies and gentlemen. You know, I have so many things here to tell you, but in closing, you know, we'll continue this another time. Very important key points let me make. To start, most businesses require an investment. It's not free. And if you are seriously thinking about getting into a great profit system, please, I'm begging you, contact me and I will sit down with you and we'll have a conversation and I will show you how to start your own designer mall and we will both get paid and make some money with Global Wealth Trade. You have my number, you have my website. I will close off with this. Life is all about choices. So be careful what you choose and who you choose because time waits on no one. So go to my Facebook page, Bryan Barry, add me as a friend, let's have a conversation, let's connect, and you get ready to change your life for the better. All right, that's our program for today. Strictly Business with your host today, Mr. Bryan Barry. I wish everyone a blessed Sunday and to all the mothers out there, love you. Take care. I'm out. Take care.